This video presents the idea of an undirected path. Previously, we discussed the idea of a directed path, which is a chain of edges starting with a cause and ending with an effect, all oriented in the same direction. According to this graph, there is a directed path for length 2, from education to income to taxes, and thus education is an indirect cause of taxes. A more general notion of a path is called an undirected path. In an undirected path between two variables is a sequence of directed edges connecting one variable to another, but without the requirement that all the edges point in the same direction. In this graph, for example, there is an undirected path of length 2 from happiness to income to taxes. In contrast to directed paths, undirected paths do not entail causation, and thus we can't claim that happiness is an indirect cause of taxes just because there's an undirected path from happiness to taxes. Consider a slightly more complex causal graph. There is an undirected path of length 3, from diet to happiness to income to taxes. And we notate this path as so. There is another undirected path, from diet to taxes of length 4, going from diet to health to education to income to taxes. So there are two undirected paths between diet and taxes. Undirected paths may include cycles, but they may not contain the same variable twice, unless it is the termini of a path back to itself. For example, in this graph there is a path from x back to itself. But the path from z1 to z3 that goes through the cycle is not a legal undirected path, because it contains x twice, and x is not a termini or endpoint of the path.